Ethan had a massive argument. Vincent just had to kick Nizer off the flipping server because he was
Did
he
you
was
say
putting
did wait?
yeah.
You just said Nazir.
Oh, did I just say Nizer? I meant Vincent. If I said Nizer,
Yeah,
Vincent,
I was gonna
Vincent,
see that.
yeah,
He's
Vincent
gonna see
kicked
that in the
Nizer
video,
off.
dude.
Nizer
He's
is
gonna see
eating.
that.
Nizer is eating dinner right now. Um, but
Oh
I mean,
man.
I'm with Vincent here. Nizer's not here right now, so it's just me and Vincent. Um, but I have the right now. This is me. Elderly duck is Vincent, and then you would have Blaze the tiger, which is Ethan. So we're gonna go right up here, and we're gonna start down. We're gonna go down the middle. We're gonna go right up here. So so um so this is where it goes. This is Blaze the tiger, and it says, "Let me explain." And then I say, "Me, Nizer, and Vincent are tired of giving you chances." That's correct. And then Ethan responds with, "Please, just one more." But we've been giving him chances, chance after chance after chance. And then he responds with, "Oh, and I'll do anything." And he adds that, I'll do the right thing. He always says that. He always says that when we're in an argument. He tries to manipulate us. He tries to gaslight us. He already gaslit Nizer multiple times. And then here I go responding again. You are lucky Vincent is AFK and he would
Come
have kicked
here.
you. No more. No one more. Okay?
Oh, there's a
And I
baby
say,
zombie.
you are the
Oh,
reason all this got started. Oh, shoes.
oh.
You know what? I'm gonna box myself up.
Just
So that
go
I
in the
won't have to
house.
do it.
Go in the house. Go in the ladder. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Look what I did. Look what I did. Look what I did. Come up here. What I did.
Uh-huh.
The beds.
Cool. I like that. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna. I forget where I was.
You were explaining what Yuping was doing to us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Ethan. Yeah, Ethan tries to gaslight us. He tries to gaslight us. Already tried to manipulate Nizer multiple times. Gaslight Nizer multiple times. Here we go. He says, "Please," and then I respond with, "You always say the same thing." He does. He always say, "Please, please, give me another chance," but he keeps breaking them. He can't keep telling us, "Oh, he's going to change," and then come here and try to be rude to us. Vincent had to kick him off the server. Do you know how hard it is to get kicked off of one of Vincent's servers? If you don't know, it is extremely hard. Like you can TNT his world and still wouldn't kick you off. So the fact that Ethan was kicked by Vincent should ring a red flag. Um,
It is a
and
red
then
flag.
yeah, I said it's nothing new. He said, "Please give me," and then a chance. He adds because he didn't finish the whole line. I said, "You blame Vincent for everything because you don't take responsibility every single time." I mean, every single time when Vincent and Ethan would have a disagreement, Ethan is always the one to blame the other person because he can't take responsibility. Ethan is the one that can't take responsibility because he blames Vincent because Ethan is always the one that blames the other person. I mean, oh man, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, this is
You know
this
what?
Minecraft
You
chat
know
is the
what?
evidence. What?
You know what?
Yeah, yeah, Vincent.
I'm gonna text him a poem and I'm saying sorry, but we can't be friends.
I already told him. You'll see later on in the chat when I say not every friendship is supposed to last. We'll get to that later on in the video. Just explain me. Just invite me. I'll explain everything. Please. He's right now. You see right now where it says just invite me. I'll explain everything. Please. You see that right in the middle of the screen where it says that? That is a red flag right there. Any psychologist will tell you when they repeatedly say something over and over again, they're trying to implement that into your brain so you give them a chance. That is gaslight at the finest. Okay? That is gaslight and manipulation at the finest. He's trying to gaslight me and deny the truth so he can get another chance. Respond, and I misspelled responsibility, so I recorrected myself. Responsibility I meant, but no need for an invitation. You left, remember? Oh wait, you don't understand the fact that life doesn't play wishy-washy. He expects life to accommodate to his needs. He is a definition of a male Karen, and this right here, this right here. Mhm. This right here, you see? He says, let me explain everything. I'll explain everything. You'll see that come up every single time. And then here we go. We'll scroll down a little bit. He says, come on, please. Let me explain everything. Just let me come back. He's now demanding me to let him come back. He's demanding me when I have the physical right as the leader of Team Fortnite to kick this guy out for good. I already blocked him on everything, and we're kicking him for good. We're kicking him for good because we're tired of this. Look, I wrote a big message saying you can't leave and want back and want back. Life doesn't play that. Vincent and Nizer are finally ready to move on, so should you. I want to let you come back, but Vincent don't want you here. All members have to agree, and well, that didn't happen. You can't expect everything to go your way, and that's actually true. Typically, I like everyone. Yeah. Oh, typically, I want everything to go your way. You can't expect everything to go your way, and he thinks typically I can overrule any vote and invite anyone here anyway and add anyone here, but I like all the members to agree because it makes it fair and concise and say, you know what, I want people here and don't want people here. And then he says, come on. And then I say, it's time that we should go our separate ways. And I'm trying to be polite here. I'm trying to be kind. And Vincent can see where I said it's time for us that we should go our separate ways. I'm not being a jerk. I'm not responding to his rudeness with rudeness. I'm responding to his rudeness with kindness. And this chat right here shows it. This Minecraft chat shows everything that we need to expose about this guy. And then it says, it's been fun because I'm telling you, it's been fun. Mm-hmm. And he says, and now you tell me? Like I did not mention that. I've been hinting towards that. I shouldn't have to blatantly say that message because the fact that he wants me to blatantly say that shows that he cannot interpret any text.
Andrew?
Yeah?
I sent you a picture.
I'll see you in a minute. It says, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry because I'm apologizing the fact that he's kind of upset. The fact that I can't be his friend anymore after him acting like this. And then typically people would leave it at when I say I'm sorry, people will go back. Decent people will know this guy keeps going. He says, just let me back, Andrew. I'll never leave again. As he just haven't said that before. He says, please, I'll be nice to everyone. Yeah, it's not about that anymore. At one point it was like, you know what, we could be nice. And as I'm going to, he says, just let me back, Andrew. And I wrote another decent sized message with an add-on. So it says, this needs to be done. I can't just accommodate to one person. I'm doing what the majority wants. It's not about being nice or not anymore. It's the fact that not every friendship lasts or is meant to last. That is facts. I was trying to point that to him, but he didn't want to understand that. He didn't want to accept that. Maybe it's time for him to move on. He did not want to move on. You have to block this guy or kick this guy in order for him to understand when it's time to move on. And Ethan, if you're watching this video right now, apologizing doesn't always cut it. The right things happen at the right time, which I added. And here it goes again. Please invite me back, Andrew. Again, the consistency of please invite me or add me or let me say something. That is consistent in this whole thing. I can't. I don't think you understand. I meant think, but I missed. But I don't think you understand that's what that's supposed to be. That not every friendship is meant to last. As I said it again, I'm trying to get this guy to understand that not every friendship is meant to last. Every time I leave, I just get yelled at. No, we're not yelling at you. We're just calling out your bullcrap because we're real people. We don't put up with that garbage. We're not your bully buddies, and we don't put up with that kind of garbage. Me, Nazir, and Vincent called out that crap because we don't like that. We don't like people that try to manipulate us, lie to us, and try to get us to do what they want. We have our own autonomy. You can't just say, you know what, you got to do what I do. No, like another thing. He says, so you're saying everyone hates me and does not want to be my friend anymore? Well, guess what? No, I never said that anyone hated you. I said we're disappointed in the way you act, but that doesn't mean we hate you. And I said, listen, I think that Vincent. Yeah, I said, listen, I think Vincent is not happy the way you treated him. Also, in general, remember that you attract more flies with honey than you do vinegar, which I'm also saying that. I'm also saying that whatever you want to call it, saying here or a statement or figurative speech or whatever you want to call it here, because I'm trying to show him the importance of being kind to people you meet to make them want to stay around. You cannot just lie and gaslight your way to the top. Do you guys, do you honestly think President Trump gaslighted his way to the top? No. The left wants to say that. People like to say that, but guess what? He was kind and he was respectful. He was very mature on the way to the top. He didn't shove anything out of his way. He don't do that. Ethan does that. He says, what? Just invite me and let me talk to him. Guess what? There it is again. The consistency of the gaslight and the manipulation. He is trying to get into my head. If you don't see that in this video, I don't know what you're doing. Because right now I can see that he's trying to get in my head, and I knew that he was trying to get into my head. I know what gaslighting is. I've been gaslighted before, and I know what manipulation is because I've been manipulated. So guess what? I said again, I think it's best that we go our separate ways. Not every friendship is meant to last. I'm trying to say that because I'm trying to be polite here. I'm trying to get him to leave without getting angry. And guess what? At this time, I'm still patient. But I get angrier because he keeps on going on, but that's later in the video. I need to tell him something. That's what Ethan said. As if he can demand his way. He can demand me. I say, I can't do that. He's already not happy. The right friendships will last. That's what I said. And I also add on, Nazir and Vincent are my true friends, and they are my best friends. And Ethan is just asked him to talk to me. Like it's that simple. And I add with another message. I knew Nazir and Vincent since 2019, and our friendships lasted this long, but it's not that simple. I can't just drop everything for you. The point that I'm making is that real friends last years. That's true. Not that real friends don't last shorter than that, but the point that I'm trying to make in this context is that if I have been getting along with a friend that I met since 2019 over a friend that I just met 6 months ago, and we're already having fights 6 months into the relationship for a friendship, guess what? I'm going to cling to the 2019 friendship because guess what? It's more reliable. He says, here we go again. The consistency. Just invite me to your party chat real quick. Just chat here. Besides, you left the chat. Well, guess what? He chose to leave the Team Fortnite chat, and Vincent can back me up on that because he chose to leave the party chat. He chose to leave the PlayStation chat earlier. No one told him to. No one forced him to, and he definitely chose to do that. Here we go again. And at least let me say one thing, please, as he's trying to manipulate me to do what he wants. I add, as much as I want to keep you as a friend, it's not meant to last. I'm trying to be polite here, and I'm trying to be real with him. I said not every friendship is meant to last, and that's common knowledge, or at least should be, because clearly this guy can understand that. I said, come on, man, you're making me really sad. Now he's trying to emotionally manipulate me. He is trying to make me sad, so I will listen to him. That is emotional manipulation. That is one of the worst types of manipulation. I forget what it's called. I think there's another word for it, but I really don't know what it's called. Where someone tries to make you sad and sad to listen to you. I say it's not that simple. And there are many people that I just want to say one thing to haven't been able to do that yet. Well, guess what? I'm referring to that he wants to be able to say one thing. Well, let me guess. I'm trying to point out to him that there's people that I want to say just one thing to, and I haven't been able to do that yet. I'm trying to point out and trying to show him with actual real life evidence that what he's saying is completely inaccurate and completely doesn't make any sense. Here we go again. I'm scrolling down again for you guys. It says, "Don't do this to me." Now he's trying to make demands, trying to get his way through everything like he normally does. I need you more than you need me. Now he's trying to make me feel like the bigger guy and the less dependent guy, so I feel more need. He is trying to manipulate me right now. He is manipulating me right now. At this point, this is manipulation. If you guys can't see that, I don't know what is manipulation. If this isn't manipulation, I don't know what is. I want to say one thing to Donald Trump. I haven't did that yet. Your logic makes no sense and not realistic. Also, we don't need each other. I'm also pointing to the fact that we have our own autonomy and we don't need each other. And I also mentioned the fact that I want to say one thing to Donald Trump and I haven't been able to do that yet. Well, guess what? I am also pointing the fact that I haven't said anything to Donald Trump so I can get him to realize that life doesn't go his way. And then here it goes again. Ethan just spews out again. Please just give me one more chance. I'll fix everything. Here's the manipulation and the gaslighting again because he ain't going to fix everything. That's what he said last time. Nazir, he's already manipulated Nazir multiple times. One thing I have learned about you is you like to make yourself a victim, and I don't like people like that. Vincent don't either. I said it's true, unfortunately. And look, he likes to make himself a victim in every circumstance. Every single circumstance I had ever been in with him, he likes to make himself a victim. He likes to make himself seem like he's the bad guy, and he's the one that needs to have the comforting. We need to feel bad for him because he's the one. He likes to make himself. He likes to use manipulation and make us feel bad so we can help him. He's trying to manipulate us to make us feel bad for him. He says, just invite me. I'll do anything you say. Or what Vincent says. There you go again. More manipulation. But this time, he added Vincent in the mix. Acting like that's going to change anything. No, it doesn't. It's just building on top of the foundation that he already laid. Well, guess what? Here we go again. You just can't expect everything to go your way because I keep trying to tell this guy it's not how life works. It's what I also added below. You can't just expect everything to go your way because if everything went my way, we would be friends again. That's what I want. But you know what? I can't just be friends with someone that manipulates me. He says, I understand that. Just invite me. Here you go again. The demand, the manipulation. He's consistently, I told you. If I wanted everything to go my way, we'd all be friends again. But look, and I'm pointing out the obvious. And I will say something to all of you. Please, just give me at least a minute to explain myself. See right now. He wants me to get in a party as he's chatting with me on a Minecraft server when he could just say what he needs to say right on the Minecraft server. Dude, that is manipulation. My psychiatrist would tell me that is manipulation. Because if you don't understand that, if people watching this video, if you guys think, who guys do you think is doing the right thing right now? Is it me or is it Ethan? Because if you say Ethan, you are no better than Ethan himself because this is a manipulation. Look, say it right now. And that's what I said. He said, invite me so I can say it. I said, yes, meaning that he needs to say it right now. Just invite me to your party chat and I will say it. It's not that hard. Now right there is when I start getting a little annoyed. That right there is when I start typing in capitals because I get tired of saying it. That he could say it right here, and he's like, "Oh, it's not that hard." Now he's trying to manipulate me and trying to get into my head. He's tried to get into my head this whole time, but when he realized getting into my head wasn't going to work, this is what I started with. You are starting to be a little annoying. You can't get everything your way. That's not how it works. You have to learn that. Say what you need and go, or we can kick you. What's it gonna be? Look, you put this on yourself. That's Vincent saying that to Ethan. I said, you messed our house up because he put gravel on our house. He changed the skin. Vincent responds with, yeah, you said to him. I say, leave, or you'll never come back. This is where I start getting a little agitated. Vincent responds with, why do you put yourself in this if you would have done the bad things? Or, yes, I said, you will never come back. Now, because of your talking back, what I'm saying is that just because he keeps going on and on and on, he's not going to come back. Guess what? He quit responding. You don't believe me? Look, where it says it's not that hard, where I started saying all this, he hasn't said a thing. Ever since Vincent started talking, he shut up because he realized that I don't fall for his manipulation. Other people do, but I don't because I see right through it. Look, Vincent says right before he kicks them, "I'm sorry to do this. Maybe one day," that's what he tried to say. You will learning. Sorry to do this. Stay safe. What?
Andrew,
What?
make sure you get some rest tonight.
I get rest. What are you talking about?
I just thought the mom said she heard you.
Well, tell her to mind her own business. Sorry, that was my grandpa. But now what do you have to add, Vincent? What do you have to add, Vincent, after the video?
I want to say I hope all your fans have a good night and stay safe.
Ethan, if you're watching this video ain't to make you look bad, but it's to prove our points. And at the end of the day, we don't have to say anything because the facts always speak for themselves. That's one thing.
It's a happy ending.
You know, Nazir once told me that you need to tell the truth, or the truth will tell on you. Nazir once told me that, and that's true. You know, the truth. You know, don't hide because the truth will always come to the sight. Oh man, this is it. If you enjoyed this video, like, peace.